Good morning. Hey, Nana. How are you all? This fine, lovely day. That's the wrong one. That's not what I wanted to do. Where is it? There we go. Gonna make sure that the game's capturing proper. Okay, it's capturing. Good to know. Always takes a little bit. I don't know why that is. Hello, Fatal Frame. I imagine you also love Fatal Frame based on the name. Welcome. We are in the chapter of the blue butterfly. And a bit ways in. I don't know how much of this chapter is left. But we're gonna continue playing until we're done. Welcome in. Oh, controller. Over here. Actually, I also don't know if there's a chapter after this one or what. I don't know how long today's stream is. We might do something random after. Because it really felt like we were about to get to the very end of the game last time I stopped. But I was really... like, I didn't know. I didn't know. What? You're here to clarify ideas. Did you watch the VOD? I imagine you did. We have... the speedrun master. Yes. Did you start practicing yet? Or like... oh, and of course, for those of you in chat, let me know how the game audio is. So last time, we started the chapter of the blue butterfly. We learned about a young girl who has a sick brother. And they both read the story of the bluebird. I don't know what the story is about. Whoa! Pretty good. How does speedrunning work for the chapter of the black butterfly? Because you said that if you advance too quickly, like, she chases you more often. Do you just, like, hide more frequently? Or do you set a pace so... or do you do that thing that you were saying? Like, if you have, like, 2 or 3 doors between the two of you, she despawns or something. One speed run makes you... oh, so like you're basically skipping her chapter to get the speed run. I suppose you can have that category. Any percent... I guess any percent would mean like as long as you finish, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, yeah. Are you doing any percent or 100%? Imagine 100% would also mean like getting all the items. You'll try both? Ooh, how exciting. Give us updates. Um, but yes, so we're in the chapter of the blue butterfly now, like I said. Um, so the siblings learn about the story of the blue bird, and somehow the sick brother, older brother, um oh, is there like a place where they write all the rules for speed runs like that? Because sometimes like 100% means like all items, so I don't know what the designation and stuff is. Um, on the only person, you know what? Fair. I suppose you can. I suppose rules get more defined the more people join the speed run. I mean, heck, I suppose I could learn the speed run. Maybe. I'll still be terrified of the freaking stupid black butterfly lady. But yes, anyway, let me go finish recapping what happened last time. Um so the siblings learn about the story of the bluebird, and we follow the bluebird around. The older brother, who is sick, believes that the bluebird will heal him. And we found out, and the younger sister also found out, that the bluebird is a lie. It is the parents, the dad specifically. He is basically dyeing bluebirds, I mean, dyeing white birds to blue because he couldn't get a blue bird from like other places. I don't freaking know. Um, Too lazy, I guess. This is the period of time when stuff like this is hard to come by, or whatever. Whatever the case is, he couldn't find a bluebird, and so has been dyeing white birds to turn them to blue. But the dye that is used to dye birds blue is quite poisonous, so the birds don't last very long. So essentially, he's been massacring like a bajillion bluebirds. I mean, a bajillion white birds, turning them blue. Um, so right now our objective is to create a bluebird, because we don't have a bluebird yet, but we do have a bird cage with a white bird in it. So now we're supposed to create the bluebird. Which we had a sequence where we were one of the younger children. I thought we were the younger brother, because it made more sense. But because the little girl we've been meeting, Annie? No, Marie. No, she says Mari. So, because Mari, knows about the truth of the bluebird, I think we were playing as Mari in that sequence where she found out that the bluebirds are white birds being dyed blue. So that's what we got. We did get the chunk of ash from last time. Now my only concern is I haven't really found any other message for our character. So this guy is still a mystery. And I don't like the fact that we're about to create a bluebird. I did. That's the only one I've gotten. Is that the only one in this one? Like, in this map, you see there's the one area, there's a blue scribbled out section. We saw it in there. But I've tried to be a bit more vigilant? Yeah, I've tried to be more vigilant to make sure that I will find more messages, but I haven't. Also, this door changed. It used to be like this worn down looking metal door, but then it wasn't. No. I saw that. I saw that. And this used to be a butterfly picture, and then came out, and it was the younger sister. Here's a shabby grave. What it's about. Yeah. Um. And then for the longest time, we saw the record in a hearth, and we finally got it. And I was actually yesterday, not yesterday, last stream as well. I'd accidentally triggered a cutscene without checking to see if I could talk to the little girl. And I was very upset, but I restarted because I didn't want to risk not knowing if I could speak to her. But it turned out to be a good thing because I found this child's doodle. Although I didn't like the note because this says scary daddy. And now we're about to play this record because I have it. And now I'm worried that we're gonna be chased by daddy in this basement section. I'm not sure. But also, yeah, a key element of this story as well is that the parents are so distraught that the older child is sick that they have completely ignored the younger child. Oh, really? You haven't found it yourself? In some ways, that's a relief to me. Also, in other ways, how mysterious. Have you gone to a guide? Or, I mean, you've played it enough that I feel like finding the guide and reading where it might be wouldn't be cheating. That's fair. Oh, damn. The first of the black section wasn't the message that we found in the kitchen? How do you know that there's a message before that one? Do you just look up there's this many messages? Or because the only way you'll know that there is a second or third or whatever. Ah, you heard that every chapter has two. Oh, I see. I know I didn't find any messages in the white one. Oh, fuck! I don't know. Go back. I have to play the record. Also, him saying that that's a brand new gramophone is still a mystery to me. It's like, what? What do you mean? The black one is weird to you? What do you mean? Unfortunately, there's nothing else we can do. Forgot to read it. All we can do now is pray for God's help. You damn quack! Don't you ever let me see your face again! Jeeves, find us a better doctor. Any other doctor will tell you the same thing. What did you say to me? Yeah. So, I just want to read the first part. Are you even a real doctor? Heal that boy. I don't care how much it costs. So, yeah, as you can see, the parents are just completely obsessed with the sick older child. Also, it's funny that in the translation they use Jeeves. Jeeves is a name, but in the Japanese he just says butler. How do you know that? Sometimes it confounds me, like, how you're able to figure out these things without looking at other, well, I mean, I suppose you look at other people playing the game as well, but also, like, without looking into the code of things. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that the parents became so obsessed they basically just ignored their second child. The mother as well is the same thing. Both parents just basically completely ignored that they have a second child and just focused all their efforts onto the older one. That's why she wrote that I hate you, because essentially, you know, she's a child for one, so empathy is a little, like, harder to come by in a sense after a certain point. Um, and two, like, she sees the fact, like, because her brother's sick, he's basically taking everything, like, their parents' time, and she just, like, yeah, you know, just, she feels lonely. Everybody is always preoccupied with the older sibling, so. And, like, the mother was like, oh, if this child doesn't, if this child dies, then I can't believe in God anymore, kind of deal. So, yep. Alright, let's go make that bluebird. Spent too much time testing. Totally fair. Yeah, I didn't find any messages on here either the first time I was around, but I might have not been observant as well, you know. Who knows? It could have been, like, I don't know. I wonder if this will change because, okay, it didn't. It's still just like this. Oh. It's different. I don't want to make this bird. We have to. Like, we know what's gonna happen. We're gonna kill the bird. Oh, look, it's the do not look signs. Yeah. Oh, for a moment I thought she was here. The little girl. Something's on the ground. Something is written on the back of the paper. Dead birds. Yep. So remember, guys, if you have 2 children and one of them is sick, it's understandable that you will, you know, want to dote on the sick one, but, you know, give attention to the other child as well. Pile of bluebird carcasses. It smells of rotten meat. Yep, same as before. Oh. Why is there a noose here? I mean, I know that this place is death. Did the father kill himself? What? What was that? What was that? You guys see that? There's this bright blue light. That definitely, like, I wasn't moving my... Yeah, what's that? There it is again. Hold on, I'm gonna turn this way. And see if something passes by. Maybe it's one of the bluebirds? Is that? Okay, because they are darting around. Does that one come? Okay, yeah, there is just... Yeah, that one just darts around. The bluebird's darting around. You went to test why it was that you had to stay back for so long? Stay back for so long? You mean like in the sequence when we were in the section with the doll chaser? Oh, the... Whatchamacallit? The bathtub. Like, she wasn't coming into the room. Alright, I guess we'll make a bluebird. I really don't wanna. It's dirty workbench. Make a bluebird? I guess. Yeah, I still think that that is very silly of the game. Let's not hurt the bird. Why are we doing this? Oh, I don't like it. You made a bluebird. Why? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, dude. There's a bluebird in the birdcage. Take the birdcage. That's one of our objectives. Now we have a bluebird. I mean, even though she knows that it's a lie. Even though bluebirds exist in reality. I wonder if we could have, like, not done this. I don't think so because it's part of the objectives. But I don't like it. I don't like that we had to do that. A bluebird. And another. I'm sorry, guys. The game made me do it. The game made me do it, okay? It's in the one to interact with the coffin first. It bugged for a moment. I mean, I don't think I interacted with the coffin more than was necessary. Oh, I don't know. Still here. Can I still examine this? Oh, can we just leave that? Oh. I like that we can just move away from it. Oh. It's blue now. The shabby grave. I gotta finish so before I can... It's weird. Yeah, it is weird. Because, like... It felt like... If that was the game's way of like, hey, you're not supposed to be at this part yet, then that's just wholly unfair. To think that people or players wouldn't decide to come in when a door that was previously locked was now open. And for them to think that they're not going to explore thoroughly what's inside and like take the items that's available. Or try. Dig up the grave? we doing this? I feel like I have to. Oh. The key. Grave marker is colored blue. No secret message for us. I wonder if I didn't explore this area enough and thus missed a message for myself. Anyway. Oh, Oh, can I go in there now? Okay, this is probably... Oh, this is the room. Small bottle on the ground. There's nothing inside the bottle. Book lies open on the side table. In a large house with a large roof, a nice old man and his silly wife lived together happily. In the large white bird cage, they kept two small birds with bright yellow feathers as their beloved companions. The two birds would sing beautifully from morning till night. The wife would join them, and the man would listen to their song. One day, one of the birds fell quite ill. It could no longer sing. The man took it from the cage and called the doctor. The remaining bird would sing beautifully from morning till night, but neither the man nor his wife would listen anymore. The remaining bird's voice went away, and its song could no longer be heard. One night, the bird which had fallen ill died. The man and his wife cried till morning. The next morning, the large white bird cage had become empty. During the dark, dark night, the remaining bird had disappeared. The man hung himself, and his wife drank poison. Well, that's fun. Little Bird Book. That's the story of the family. I wonder if she, like, ran away. Contains a fairy tale? And Bluebird is a lie. That's all it says in that book. Hey, Renegade! Have a good lurk! Yup. Unfortunate. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. I just noticed that, like, stuff wasn't working as intended. Just needed to make sure that everything was fine. So now, we're gonna take this. Our objective is still to take the Bluebird, yeah. I wonder if she ran away from home, or she did what we saw her for, which is she had come here. Oh no, she had gone to the woods to find a bluebird. Perhaps she tried to find a real one, because her dad was killing birds indiscriminately. Let's see if maybe there's a new note in here, because I did, like, accidentally come by here once. Which I did not accidentally. I did want to go, but I didn't want to come here first. But I ended up coming here first. Yeah, I've never seen messages. You know what? What if it was here? Man. What if there was a note here? And I'm like thinking of places where I could have seen a note for us. So in the clue in our journal, she is potentially gonna be in the big tree. That is where she was last. Now, part of me does want to check at the starting area again, because why not? We've been doing it. Why not continue? I also have never seen a message there. In the few times that we have come back here to check. But I also could have blinded. What? I found it! I found it! It really exists! Oh, whoa! That tree has like blue blossoms on it. Or something. Oh. What if she found the bluebird? It wasn't a lie. It really exists. Yep. Bluebird, don't run away. Please. Come with me. It's dangerous. Heal my mother Maddie's sickness. It's unfortunate that she's clipping. Please. Yep. As soon as she said that and we didn't see her on the ground, I knew it. I knew it. She had gone up and tried to catch a bluebird and died falling. Now, is that what happened in reality? I guess so, because we're not gonna... What the f... Hello, fish. That door is looking a little worse for wear. The rest of the room looking worse for wear? No, the rest of the room kind of looks about the same. Yes? Can I, like, look at the fish more closely? No, we're just gonna step on it. Huh? At a certain moment? How will I know what that is? Oh, let me save now. Okay, yes. I know that we have 2 save files for this chapter, so I'll use that one. So, I thought we didn't have another butterfly, but the fish that was in this tank escaped, and now we have another butterfly. And this door is now looking worse for wear. Why we have a fish here? Unknown. I can't really look at it or observe it. This is the lowest I can look at. I guess the reason why is because the game doesn't want us to know if we have a body or not. Alright. Oh, I can't, like, select or anything. There isn't the shine. So there is one more chapter. Oh, is it the beach again? Are we back as, Oh! I mean, we're here again, but we're here as this guy now. Ooh. You stand out so freaking much in this stage. You are so shadowy. The animation could be smoother. Is the game just slowing down or what? Well, we're hearing a child's voice and it's coming in this direction. I can't get to the water. How do you know? Here now. It's a sandcastle. Someone probably comes here to play. Or came. Amy, over here! That's the other girl. There's a yellow bucket filled with sand. Amy is written crudely on the bucket. There's half-eaten food here. Was someone just here? Mama! Can I pick flowers in the field? I'm going to decorate the castle I made with Amy. I know. I won't go far. Martha! Look after Amy now, okay? Oh, she's over there. Your mom wasn't here. Who are you talking to? I'm worried that I have to, like, chase. There are tea and snacks on a small table. There's a romance novel next to it. Yeah, I figured. I knew it! I knew that the mom was reading saucy novels. Oh, man. You know what? We just started. And our save is quite fresh, so if we miss out, it's fine. We'll start again. Well, like in the first chapter, the little girl was like, I asked Mom if I could read this. Driftwood has washed up on shore. Completely dry. It looks like bones. What? No? What kind of creatures are you looking at, dude? And then the mom was like, oh, you can read it when you're older. And I was like, oh, that's gonna be spicy. That's gotta be a spicy novel. Also, because she screamed, that means that she knows about the lighthouse. You can't see it from here. Also, I wonder why they translated mama as mummy. Because, you know, mama is quite universal, I think. So we did go to this house in the first chapter, which is where the first time we were in this area. Although when we were here, everything had a lot more bloom. Like, it was so bloomy all over the place. Oh, we can't read the letter that was in there. All the stuff's still here, but there's a wreath made of small flowers. Oh, sorry. I thought that was a new thing. Yeah. We can't read that. We read that letter in the first chapter, so. But that was something. Yeah, they're really, like, the first area was quite limiting. Be sure. So I don't know what I missed there still. But I wouldn't be surprised if I did miss some things. Oh. Yep, I can't really go to that one to check stuff out. Yeah, the first chapter was quite railroaded. Yeah, can't go in here either. I wonder if we will also see fish in the lighthouse, because we did see fish outside the window in the lighthouse as the little girl. But that was us as the little girl, but now we're playing as our mysterious tall stranger. Oh god. Okay, look. This place is not... I mean, maybe. Oh my god, we're just a void. Look at us. We're nothing but a silhouette. We're just... wearing... our clothes just absorb the light. I wonder if we'll find the hat, too. She was wearing it. There's the lighthouse. She found us at the top of the lighthouse, actually. Okay, I gotta say, that's a weird sound to add to this scene. Because it sounds like wind blowing through a mic. And not necessarily like wind blowing past your ears. That's a very weird sound to include. Yeah, that. It's so weird because I'm using really nice headphones, so it's like vibrating on the on the nape of my neck, but like at the base of my skull. It's a very weird feeling. Okay. Ah! Oh, wait, holy shit! What? Oh, I wonder if we'll see it there because it fell from the sky. Alright, dude? I mean, probably not. Since you're not in the water. You should have aimed... Dude, the water is like right over here. Come on, man. It's so loud. Yeah, look, you missed. You're so huge. Alrighty. No hats for us. Only the little girl. So far, of all the stories we've read, only the first chapter, which is the same scenario as this one we're in right now, and the Black Butterfly chapter has protagonist, like, people, the story that we're looking at. Those are the only ones that have stories with the protagonist of the story surviving this far. So now that we're revisiting this, I'm slightly worried that, like, the little girl died in some kind of boating accident or whatever. And now that the fish has fallen from the sky, will we see it? Like, in the lighthouse? Also, we would still be able to hear that fish at this range. It's quite huge. Alright, here we go. I hope that pretty, like, scene with the tree. What? Why are fish flopping? I don't know, it fell from the sky. Head to the top floor. Oh. Dusty sofa. I can't, change angles. There's a piece of paper on the floor. August 7th. Northwest winds, clear skies. What a wonderful day it is today. The birds fly in the wind and the air is pleasant, as if to celebrate us ourselves. From now on, I no longer have to wait for my husband to come back to land. The two of us can live together, happily in love. This happiness is unreal. Oh no. Terrible things are about to happen. It's too joyful. What is that? There's a trapdoor in the floor. Open the door. Yes. You open the door. This is similar as before. Oh! Didn't even see that. I was like, oh, what are we gonna observe here? I was walking around a state park lake with the kids when I heard something whizzing, falling from the sky like 3 feet away. For me, dropped a big fish. Nearly got fished. Wait, is that real? Oh my god! Where did the fish come from? Did you figure it out? Did the fish, like, jump out of the lake? What was that? Did, like, it just drop randomly from the sky? I mean, fish is raining because of, like, a storm or something. That's not really weird. I mean, it is weird, but it's explainable. But that's just crazy. A baldy eel dropped it? Oh my god, that's so crazy. I suppose that it couldn't, like, fetch it right away since, like, you guys were there. But that is so crazy. Did you take a picture of the fish, Pagorli? Or, like, did you observe to see? You know what? Absolutely fair. You were with kids. That is freaky. Like, that is so crazy. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, if that was me, I would have, like... Oh, like, your first instinct was just like, oh, an eagle dropped this. Was it, like, a really big fish? Like, when it happened... Dang! Well, I don't know how big those fish got, but if you say yes, then I'll be like, it must have been huge. Not like what we saw in the game just now, but normal fish sizes, I suppose. That's so insane. If that was me, large for freshwater. Oh. Like, if that was me, I would have definitely, like, looked at it and studied it a bit. Just, like, what the fun, looked at the sky. I definitely would not have. But, even, even if there were kids around, it would be like, oh my god. And then I would, like, go away. But, I would just been, like, so confused. I would have stuck there for a little bit. That's a crazy story. There's a piece of paper on the floor. December 1st, storm. I haven't been outside for 5 days. The waves and the wind are terrible all day. Since the storm won't stop. Oh, since the storm won't stop, comma. Josh the delivery man hasn't come this month. My husband has been working constantly. I know it's an honorable job, but I miss the clamor of the fishing town. Oh, we're doing things in order, surprisingly. I thought we weren't. Boiler. Redwood's rust must be very old. Dusty fishing rods and lures. Oh, there's another thing in here. Ugh! Ugh! So confusing. Hold on. The old can is making a noise. What could be inside? Fish? That is weird that it's jumping, though. And frogs? Yeah. Because I know that, like, in a really strong storm of, or like hurricanes and stuff like that, it can pick up, like, wildlife. And then drop them somewhere else. There's an open notebook on the barrel. February 15th. Northeast winds cloudy. Again, nothing but waves and wind today. My husband has been busy as always. Something about lenses and oil. He doesn't care about me. Alright, that was quick. The happiness, huh? Excuse me? Oh. And there's like a... Was that here before? Oh man, I'm so torn. I'm so torn on like answering the door. Well, anyway. There's a pickle jar on the damaged sofa. There's something in the jar. Take it? Yes. Can opener required. Alright. Damn it, I'm so torn between like answering the door. A live fish jumps around inside the can. Bye. There's a key at the bottom of the can. Take the key. Old key acquired. Is he on the floor now? Oh, he's just on the floor now. We could at least take him to the water. It's not that far. There's a pickle jar on the damaged sofa. Alright. Whoever knocked is gone, because he isn't here anymore. Yes. Anybody here? Oh, that fish. It ain't flopping no more. It dead. That fish is dead. Do you think that the... Hold on. I'm gonna see if the fish stopped flopping also. Here. Yep. It's also gone. Oh. Nothing. Alright, what is that? A noise comes from inside the stove. Open the stove. Sure. Another fish pops out. Another fish pops up. And another key. There are so many keys. It's a large fish. What's it doing in the stove? Can we check the thing that fell with it? There it is. There's a key next to the fish. Pick up the key. Aid key. We have a bajillion keys now. A tree is growing from the floor. This place must have fallen into disuse many years ago. Yeah, like, this is so pretty. This. I wonder how long that fish will flop before it stops. Yeah. We're getting close to the part. Strong west winds, rain. I got into a fight with my husband. He lost the agate ring that I gave him. He used to hold it so dearly, but he's changed. I don't want to see his face anymore. Ooh. Charlotte, right? When we were playing as a little girl, we read a letter uh to Charlotte. Josh. Yeah. I believe it was, if I'm recalling this correctly, Josh the delivery man. Sorry, I had to yawn. Josh the delivery man. I guess, started talking to Charlotte because, Charlotte and this guy, her husband, I suppose. Well, we didn't know this back then, but we knew Charlotte was on the island at one point, and Josh the delivery man was delivering to Josh. And Josh the delivery man's letter to Charlotte was like, "Hey, I can't bear to see you like looking, you were so full of life and now you're like dead, you're dead inside, and let me be the one to love you," and whatnot. So when we read that note, I thought, I don't recall the exact wording, so I am no longer sure, but the delivery man was definitely like, "Hey, let me be your guy." But it made it seem like perhaps she was widowed. But now with this letter, maybe she wasn't widowed, not in the sense that her husband died, but you know. Rusty, distorted bed. Still flopping? Still flopping. Yeah. Oh, we couldn't get in here before. Oh wait, actually, we could get in here before. I mean, yeah. That was one of the few things we found in the first chapter, so. Faucet is completely corroded. There was a fish here. Hey, he's still around. What's up, guy? Large fish is swimming in a rusty tub. Something is shining at the bottom of the tub. Drain the water in the bathtub? Not yet. We will. Sorry, Mr. Fish. Also, I just realized there's like 3 toilets in here. How many people were living in here? That this place needs 3 toilets. All in a row, mind you. Like a stall. There's 2 notes here. June 10, southwest winds, clear skies. Today, Josh brought a package. My husband is still missing. He ran away from our life here. What a terrible man. He's probably having fun somewhere else now. Even without my husband, I can do a good enough job. Oh. November 22nd, west winds, rain. Apparently, there was a man in town to the west with brown hair who looked like my husband. But I've been informed that it was someone else. I'm going to polish the lens now. So she was also a light keeper with him. That's unfortunate that wonder what happened. Yes, I'm sorry, Mr. Fish. Now you too can join your flopping friends. There's a key at the bottom of the tub. Pick up the key. Yep. We have a bajillion old keys. Decayed key, old key, rusted key. This fish is jumping inside the tub. Oh, sorry, Mr. Fish. You know what? The least we can do is take the fish back. Is it gonna be, like, dead? There's a dead fish in the bathtub. Yep. I wonder if the fish... Hold on. I want to go back down. I want to know if the fish in the kitchen is now no longer flopping. Yep. Large fish is dead. As soon as, like, we change screens, fish die. There's a piece of paper on the floor. Strong western winds, cloudy. As I awoke, I saw that the oil coat and lantern were gone. Why is my husband so cruel? Disappearing after a small fight like this? I'll slap his face when he comes home. Oh, wait, hold on. This is the 5th one. Then he went missing. I wonder if he, like, got frustrated, got mad, stepped out, and then just never came back. The stairs are sealed by a fence and chain, and there are 3 locks. Hey, what do you know? Unlock all locks. I wonder if she and the package delivery guy got together. I mean, he did confess his love. Unless he never delivered that letter. I don't think we found another letter as the little girl. You've unlocked all the locks. I mean, it's kind of impossible to miss. Yeah. So here's the part where we saw a fish in the sky. But... we are so... As the little girl... this place was like... Piece of paper on the floor. I'm reading this in the wrong order. 27th was September 27th, west winds cloudy. Josh came with a large cart this evening. I invited him in for tea, and he accepted. I've always invited him in, but he usually refuses and doesn't want to trouble me. I was happy that he finally accepted. Josh is quiet, but looks after me gallantly. He always silently fixes the roof and shutters. He isn't a friendly man, but he's a good man. While we were having tea, I asked him, "We've both gotten old, and you must get exhausted coming all the way here. Why not retire soon?" He said, "I rest in the shack on the beach when I get tired. And if I were to retire, I'd no longer be able to drink my beloved absinthe." Why not? My husband Norman also loved absinthe. He never tired of gazing at its opaque color. As I told Josh this, he averted his eyes and whispered, "You're a wonderful woman." And I forgot to deliver a letter and left. Okay, let's see. This is the 8th one. December 11th, north winds, clear skies. I wonder where he is right now. I've grown so old. I have to polish the lens and fill the oil today. If the light goes out, the sailors would be in danger. Yep. So that letter, number 9, must be the time when he finally wrote that letter from the first chapter. I wonder if they got together. What a curiosity. Let me save. I'm worried of what's gonna happen? Alright. Hold on. Actually, let me do this. I want to change my save picture. Because he's just looking at the wall. And I was like, I don't like it. Let's resave. There you go. Yeah. I appreciate it, but it does make me wonder why I need to save here, right? Because that means something. Something's gonna happen on the other side of this wall, either a timed event or something or other. There's a chance that I'll fuck it up. Oh, hey! This is exactly what happened in the other... Kind of? Actually, no. When we were here as the little girl, this place was a bit more well-furnished. It's not dilapidated like this. What if I leave? Here she is. Hold on. Oh! Could I have saved her? Hold on, we're gonna load. Like, that was soon enough. Now, okay, okay. First of all, what I'm gonna do is read these letters first. And then we're gonna see if I can save her. I don't know. Well, yeah! She fell to her death! There's a piece of paper on the floor. February 16th, northwest strong winds rain. It's trouble when the wind is this strong. Each time the wind rattles the door, I think my husband has finally come home. I hated him when I was young, but as time passed, I thought about it more. I realized that he wouldn't run away. He's too serious, timid, and kind of a person. What? Oh, he's too serious, timid, and kind of a person. Okay. In the middle of that terrible storm, wherever he went, and for whatever reason, I'm sure he meant to come back. And so I continued to wait here for his return. I have to polish the lens. I'm not too concerned. I thought about it, since you said that I missed several things, but I really don't want to play the chapter of the black butterfly again, even, like, knowing how it is. I don't like that feeling. The stress of that entire chapter. Like, especially since it's the only chapter that's like that. Like, did I need to be chased around by a serial killer? You can right now? Oh. Like, achievement-wise? Is that what you mean? Oh, I mean, that would be nice, I suppose, if I don't have to replay chapters. Okay, one second. Let me get back to you. Let me finish reading this. So, here's what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna read the other letter that I saw that's closer to the table. And then I'm gonna load a save, and I'm gonna see if we can save the little girl by just running straight to her. And then... let's see what happens after that. Because I'm afraid that if I run straight to her and somehow we can save her, like, I don't know what'll happen after that. That might mean that I can't read these notes, so. Anyway. Oh, she still waits for her husband. Wait, does that mean that the delivery guy didn't deliver the note? Clear skies. Early in the morning, through the thick clouds, the angels' ladders fell down to the dark sea surface. Looking at them, I remember the stories of angels my grandmother told me as a child. My grandmother petted my head with her wrinkled hand and told me she had a dream about an angel. I was still small, and I was so envious. I asked if it had wings on its back, and if it shone like in the paintings at the church. But she slowly shook her head and said that the angel had nor wings nor halo, and was dressed in all black, and simply looked at my grandmother sorrowfully. I got angry and said that that was not an angel, and she scrunched her face up in delight. My grandmother died the next day. I wonder if I'll dream of an angel. Is that us? Are we like the Grim Reaper? I mean, it would fit, honestly. There's something on the desk. Take the chunk of ash. It's a chunk of ash! No. There is also a note there. You see that? Okay, so first of all, let's load. Let's load the save. See, I have a feeling I can't save her, but you know what? We can try, right? We can try. It's free to try. We're like, oh wow, look at this area. I've never been here before. Hey, there's some notes and there's a girl. What if we just... Oh, we're walking slowly. Oh, that's even more painful! Hello? Hello? That's even worse. That's even worse than, like... Yeah, she went. That is even worse than how it happened earlier. Because at least earlier I was just like, oh, like, it was really unexpected, you know? And we're not approaching her. So we were, like, standing here. So there was, like... There was no way from here, because I was right here for the note, that I would have, like, reacted fast enough. There's a chance. But we're, like, walking. We were RP walking like this to the edge, and it's just like, hello? Do you want to reach out and, like, save this girl? You know, like, whoa! Jump for... I don't know. And yeah, exactly. So we're doomed no matter what. She was just... She's fated to die. You know, it does, like, that only solidifies my thought that maybe we're some kind of Grim Reaper. Because that's the only way that this scenario would make sense, because the Grim Reaper don't care if you die. That's kind of what he does, right? We're like the harbinger of death. Like in that note in the Black Butterfly chapter. The messenger in black. We're that. There's something on the desk. Take the chunk of ash? Yes. Something is written in a notebook. Hey, so you've made it all the way here. Nice work. Are you tired from all the walking? Do you want to take a rest? Okay, just take the plunge from here. Then maybe you can find peace. I'm joking. You're important to me, and no matter what you do, you'll never find peace. Well, freaking thanks? What? No matter what you do, you'll never find peace. Oh, that's comforting? What the heck, dude? What makes me sad is that no matter what terrible things I do, you press on without flinching. I made you like that. I couldn't bear to watch you cry. I couldn't take it. That's why I feel no regret about taking away your pain. But still, if you had hated me, if you had cursed me, I think I may have able to be happy. I may have been able to be happy. You don't need to be afraid. I'll take all your sorrow and pain. You just keep moving forward. Okay, it's time to wake up. Bye. Are you gonna fly? Like, towards the balcony? Yeah. Ah! Wait! Fuck. I wasn't expecting this. I thought I would be able to, like, look around. Dang it. Oh! Oh! That's what happened before. This exact thing. And then he turns around, because she's right there. And then it fades to white, and then we go to that room. Hello, ghost girl. We know you're a ghost because you died. We watch you die. Oh, the waking dream. Hold on. Knave. Oh! Okay, I was right. We were the guy in here. I kind of thought that we were him in here. Was that like, did I do everything to do the 100% or did I miss a thing? I forgot to ask before I continued forward. I mean, there wasn't... Yeah. I figured that the ashes were forming a key, because that looked like that. Oh! So the other would be to, like, not get that last piece of ash on the table, huh? And then, like, finish the game. Because then that would be, like, another ending. Gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something is written on the sofa. I hope that someday you'll dream of me. I don't even know who you are, man. There's a book on the floor. There's nothing written in it. Ash list acquired. What? Excuse me? Basil? Kate? Ernest? Victor? Ida? Fanny? Quentin? Titus? James and Olive. Key. Make from stark white ash, like freshly fallen snow. List found in some unknown specimen room. Pages are filled with names. I'm worried that if I use it, something will happen. I can't turn the TV on. But I was correct in assuming that we are the one in this room. That wasn't too far from the thing. Let me use the item. Can't be used here. Never mind. Alright. Ah! It opened on its own. There is nothing on the other side. What is this? Is that snow or ash? It was... We read that we were created to basically have no sense of pain or sorrow. And in this area, we are somewhat relatively normal height. The doors aren't ridiculously... The doors feel like they'd be built for his size. I mean, he's not the only one here, because there's smoke coming out of pipes. So that means someone's running a fire. Huh. Ututuya. Hmm. So this is the true end. We live in a world. So I was right. The thing, I don't know if it showed, but the Steam achievement showed the world of Ash. Okay, before I say my thoughts, why is this the continue? Does it have an autosave? Because this is not the last save I have. Let's just move forward without reading. Can we... Oh. Never mind. I didn't even read the note that's there. Okay. It's still her. What's gonna happen to us in this part? Since we didn't have the full key. Guess we'll find out. Oh! We don't even go back to the... Okay, let me finish breakfast. I have like 2 bites left. As I gather my thoughts. And we watch the credits roll for a second time. Oh, so there's only 4. So there wasn't a chunk of ash in the first one. Never ending dream. Got the normal ending. Okay. So we still don't really know who we are. And perhaps that's because I missed some of the secret messages in some of those chapters. I don't think I'll get... I don't think I'll play this again, in that I won't be going through the chapter of the black butterfly again. I have no desire to undergo that stress. I still don't really know, like, who we are. But it does seem like... Okay, what I'll do... I'll do this. Because this is what I do for basically most of the games that I finish. Yeah, seems like it. We got all chapters. Yeah. What would have been, like, something that I could have done wrong in the chapter of the black butterfly that would have made me miss the chunk of ash in that chapter? Because as far as, like, items and things to look for and points to check, you didn't direct me with those in that chapter. You're really only just telling me when chases would happen. So I still feel like I got all the chunk of ash on my own. Are you awake from the nightmare? Hmm. Mm. I can see how you can miss it in the Bluebird chapter. Because going to the lake where the chunk of ash is not a requirement, and there's nothing to lead you there. You're led to the cage, but you can see the cage, and there's nothing at the cage area to be like, hey, you should go by the lake. I did it out of just, you know, might as well since we're in the area. That's basically why I went there, and so I got the chunk of ash. So I can see how you could miss that. Is Charlotte in the white butterfly chapter? A bird takes you there? I mean, a bird flies to that direction, right? But there isn't a direct... The path it takes is not the path of the road. Like, it flies where you cannot go. So you have to follow the path. So if you follow the path, the first thing you'll encounter is the area with the giant cage. And you can't see it because it's so goddamn bright. But you can enter the cage again, which is what happened with me, because I didn't really see the bird that was inside, because you can see the dead bird from outside the cage. But the floor is just so white, and the bloom was so intense that the floor is practically glowing, and you can't really see the small patch of dirt that's there. So, like, the first... For those who don't explore, I could easily see someone going to the cage, seeing the dead bird, and being like, bird's dead. And then leaving the area. I could see that happening. Because when you're at the bird cage area, there isn't another bird that, like, goes and leads you somewhere. You can easily assume that the bird you saw is the one in the cage and it has just died. So I can see that as a... It's not like super missable, but I can see how some people could miss that key. You can't really miss the one in the Black Butterfly chapter because it's in the library area. Although I can see someone going to the library area before that. But again, you said that that's like 100% death, right? If they go to the library area before the point that you told me to. Does the doll just come in there if you're in there? Or is there something else in the room? Although, if you weren't leading me... Ah, gotcha. The doll can't go inside of the library? Oh, I see. Gotcha. And there's no, like... You can't make the doll stop detecting you were inside when you're inside the library? Because I can see it being used by players as like a safe point for... Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so I can see how that could just kill you. But in the end, when you... Because you have to go through that section again. And there's no one chasing you at that point. So I can see people wanting to go back to that area, the library, to see what's up. So I can see that... Gotcha. Even if you're like deep in the room, like where the... How big is that? Does the room get big if you go in there? Because like when we went there, it was after all that, so there's like a lamppost inside. Are those things in there when you go in before the last section? It's the same length. So even if you go to like the corner of the room, the doll will still be locked onto you. Oh, I feel like I need to put some music on. Oops. Oh, hey! This is the one I was looking for. As long as she detects you, she perma stays there. That's unfortunate. So, yeah. But, yeah. So, out of all the chapters, the most missable one, I guess, is the white butterfly chapter with Charlotte. Because you said the white ash doesn't spawn if, like, you don't check on Charlotte enough. And other things. There's a few things. Oh, yeah. Please. Feel free. Go ahead. The only thing I would say to hold off for now is the information about the guy. Because what I'm about to do is I'm actually gonna check the discussion boards or the guides to see if there's someone with all the notes. So if you don't want to see that stuff, just don't look at the screen. You can just like... I won't read it out loud so you won't get spoiled. But I am about to look it up. Because I don't want to play through that section of the game again, so that means I won't be finding the second message in that stage if there is a second one. You actually have some different theories? Like me? Me myself? Because Gotcha. I mean, that makes sense. I can see that, like, as a... Okay, not that one. What is this? Why is this a guide? Yeah. I don't want the achievement guide. They're just like a walkthrough. I don't want a video guide either. Yeah, I can see that. So the only... Oh, this person did the blue butterfly first. Let's see. Big 3 map. Pick up doodle. Flower field. Arches. Okay, this guy doesn't really tell you the messages. Secret messages. Glowing? Hall mat. What is that? Two hints. One, always strange glowing message. Second is a book. Oh. So the hints. So this, according to this user, they wrote, every chapter has at least two hints. One is always the strange glowing message, and the second is a book. Hold on, let me... Messages. Is there anyone else talking about messages? Discussion. Okay, they're vanishing letters. Okay, here you go. I don't want to know who is sending them, but I want to know where they are. One is on a gravestone in the rose garden? Huh? So this person found two messages in the blue butterfly section. Okay, so the blue butterfly has two. I don't want to know who, I just want to know where they are. Can someone just tell me what the notes say? Hold on. Now I have to, like... CINERIS Somnia vanishing mist. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this page is really empty. Doesn't really have anything. This is the blue chapter. But it doesn't also say the notes. Yeah. This is like a guide. Do I still have a save? Because I'm pretty positive that going through Charlotte's chapter that I didn't find any writing on any of the tombstone until the very last one. Like, we couldn't really look at any of them until the very last one. There was like one other one, but that was just like, can't read or something like that. I forgot. Did we find 2 messages? I just want to know what the messages say, if there's more than one per chapter. Okay. So... okay, this... I don't know if I believe this. Maybe it's because I didn't look to... Okay, hold on. Do I still have a save file that's in that chapter? Let's load a game. Let's see. Where on my saves at? How far is this from the end? There's so much time right now. I'll just go do it. But I know this is like close at the end in. I think we still need to do a couple of things. Yeah, we need to deliver the letter. So let's just like speed run to that part of the game. Let's just deliver this to Lucy. I say as I go do this section again. Because you said Father revealed death, so I might as well. I can't skip cutscenes. But again, There's so much, like, time in the stream left. We have enough time to do this. Okay. Because now I'm wondering, like... Okay, and then we just go. We're not gonna watch that screen go black again. And we're gonna skip... The director's office didn't have anything, I don't think. But we're just gonna skip all the way to Lucy. And then... I know we couldn't give the letter to... Or, like, report back. Now, the only thing is... that there is a... Oh. I don't remember that door. I feel like that's new. Okay. Let us take this, because the thing I'm worried about is if there's certain flags that I need to trigger. And then we go to the basement. The stairs? These ones? I'm retracing my steps because I don't I don't remember exactly how things went. Oh, it isn't? Okay. So I think I'm doing this more just in case it helps trigger like flags. Because I don't know. I don't know what triggers the flags. But that wasn't such a long detour. Where is... God, this place is so dark. There it is. Oh, right! The stairs next to the day room. Right. Then we go up. That section was kind of long, too, because we had to, like, walk all the way down this hall. And then we walk the girl... Wait. Sorry, I went the wrong way. We walk Charlotte to the... to the... Whatchamacallit? To the Rose Garden. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the rose petals? I would have been slightly concerned that I didn't do things correctly if the rose petals weren't falling. Yeah, this thing. So this is probably in reference to both the fallen nameless soldier and the father. this does make us seem like, now that we've reached the end, this does make us seem more like a Grim Reaper of sorts. This, like, scene especially. Yeah, because you're dead. Because the only one that may seem like we aren't is the Black Butterfly chapter with Ophelia. With Ophelia? Because we didn't see Ophelia herself die, but we did see the cat. Yeah. Yeah, that is hinted at. But, like, every other story, we kind of, like, see the death of... Oh, sorry. I was a lot more patient before. Yeah, so we really... That's funny. I do have to, like, go slowly. At least keep, like, a pace. Also, perhaps I didn't get that note because I didn't get the impression that Ophelia had died. Although it wouldn't be surprising, honestly. She did kill everyone in her household. So even if she didn't die, she would have gotten arrested or something. Have you thought of, like, making a guide, Nave? Not a video one, just a text one. I really don't like video guides all that often. Between... Like, between the cat's death and her death? Oh, she's keeping a pace now. Look at that. Why didn't you do this earlier, girl? Oh. Do you mean, like, the order in which the chapters should be played, or just... each story, rather? I feel like this one doesn't need an overly long. And I feel like... So... Is it also like... Okay, so now we're here. This is the part. We will look at every single little thing. Alright? Because apparently, I missed something. Although, this is the part where I'm just like, is it just that I missed a trigger flag to make the thing appear? What's the play order? Did I play it in the correct order of sequence of orders? I feel like I looked through most of these and I didn't see anything. So... That's fair. That's fair. Because I feel like, yeah, this could... Maybe I'll make one. I mean, not... I don't mean to say, like, make a guide for every game, but this one is in particular need, and I feel like you are exceptionally qualified. Um, although if I made one, it will be like a spoiler-free guide, but like, ugh, I wouldn't want to make a guide for the Ophelia section, honestly. Would be so, like, blurg. Would not be pleasant for me. You did read this one. Is this the other note? Okay, maybe this is what they say is the note, but I don't think that that's the same kind of note that we see. Oh, if it's like a message, a disappearing message and a book, then I guess that's a gravestone. Okay, so we did read that, because I do remember reading that from before. I wouldn't mind making a guide and, like, working with you to make one, especially for the Ophelia section. Because don't want to do that one again. It's Maria. Oh, so the blue butterfly is first. And I played Charlotte's first. I'm thinking if that... Does that make a difference in my understanding of this story? If I played it in those... in that manner? Or unless we're just talking about the timeline of the world? Oh, does it? Like, what significant... That does make it so that the war is at the end. Oh, the hints. The hint in the Charlotte chapter was like, you're still trying to escape. I forgot. Like, it's so funny. Like, they were laughing at us. We don't keep those notes, so we don't really know. They seem to be given in order per chapter. Okay. Because, like, the thing I saw was basically like, oh yeah, one of them's in the gravestone. But that's not the disappearing, like, note. So I don't know if I would have considered that as a message directly to me as the tall guy. Yeah. Oh, this one was just April 25th this year. Yeah, so this um so if I'm reading this, then I read all the disappearing messages. Except for maybe one in Mari's chapter. Because we saw the one in the archway. Wait, did you mention that you found... Hold on, you were mentioning earlier which messages you found. Here. For the blue one, okay, you also haven't found the second message for the blue one. Because someone is saying that the thing we read on the gravestone just now is like the second message for this chapter, but I don't know. It doesn't. It's vague enough that it could just be an epitaph and like flavor text for the world. Oh, hold on, I went the wrong way. And it's not a disappearing message. Yeah. So I don't know if I necessarily believe that that's the message. Because it feels really more like an epitaph. Like this. Ever sound lonely, I cannot grieve. There are no voices here, and I no longer have a mouth, no ears, no eyes, have nothing. Oh, the white ones? That vanish? Oh, because it's in the barrel in the kitchen. So it seems like most people have found the ones that I found. And the only other clue that might mention that there are other ones is this one where it says it's a grave, but like um top of the yeah. The people are saying basically the same messages that I've seen. Uh yeah. That's the only one that for some reason stays permanently until late game, but disappears when you do the Madame Room sequence. Oh. Do you like check to see if it's there? Because like it disappears once you interact with it, but if you don't interact with it, does it just stay there until the Madame Room sequence? Fascinating. Yeah, because they're talking about who could be like yeah, I mean, yeah. It does surprise me that you like if you can commit that much time to a game, I'm almost positive you can write like a spoiler-free walkthrough. It doesn't need to be like super well like, it can be just like bullet points. Do this, then do this, then do this, and do this. Optional. This. If you don't want to do that, it's fine. It's like you I would definitely need help with the Ophelia room because I don't even know where you got the information on the Ophelia section map. I suppose that like now that I have a save, right? Right before that point. So we can go to the Ophelia section, the dangerous section, and explore that area without risk of death. So we can like actually draw the map for it. Uh Someone mentioned that they think they found 2 notes in the blue butterfly section, which is muddy. But they didn't mention, like, they're like, maybe. You know. There was like, I think I found 2 in the blue butterfly section. And since they're timed, it's hard to say if, like, you know, we're in the wrong... Okay, let me put the music back on, because now we're back into, like... Black and white have 3. The black one has, like, a few. Because I think that even that first letter that we read when we wake up in the black chapter is a letter about us. Because that's the only one. I mean, it could also refer to Ophelia herself because she is wearing black. But it also doesn't make sense for that to be about her, because I think she did her mass killings in, like, one night, you know? Otherwise, I don't think she would have gotten too far. So it wouldn't make for there to be a warning letter about her, because... like, but it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me that why it would be about her. Because I can't see it as that. I can't see it as that. But, one, we didn't need it. Because as soon as you meet her, the first thing she does is try to kill you. So, and there's really no way to avoid her. So there wasn't a need for us to be like, oh, there's a person in black, we need to hide, because there's no way to hide. That encounter, that first encounter, is scripted. So the message is redundant, gameplay-wise. You know, if we're just talking about game mechanics, that message is redundant. It's unnecessary. If I took that message out of the game, it would not feel any less like the game didn't give us enough warning, because the first meeting is the warning. Like, the first thing she says is like, I'm going to kill you. And then it's a chase sequence. And then the cat leads us to a safe place. So, in that respect, that letter is completely unnecessary. So, I can see it as something that doesn't necessarily need to exist, and therefore it could be a message unrelated to that chapter, the way the vanishing messages are, because the vanishing messages are almost unrelated to the chapter they belong in, because they're a commentary on our movements rather than the commentary on the story of that chapter. And that letter can be taken either or. Like, it could be a message about you, but it can also be a message about her. But if I think about how much the game warns you about Ophelia, that the only way that letter would be important / relevant for Ophelia herself is if we have a chance to see her but not interact with her from a distance. Because then we can be like, oh, I just had a letter when I woke up that I should avoid this dark-clad person because that is an angel of death or whatever. So, in that respect, in that respect, So that one, woke up from the nightmare. That's the achievement for finishing Ophelia. I mean, if you think about it, it is a nightmare in comparison to all the other stories we've read. So while we're like thinking about what to do next, actually, before I continue, like, because this is the section where we have to like make the bluebird. We still haven't made the bluebird right now. I'm gonna go around and see if we can maybe find oh, that one is from dying. Oh, I remember because like I did like just walk into her and let her kill me that first time. But yeah, like, I mean, it's still like a nightmare considering what was going on, right? It's the only chapter that's that stressful, where there's like an entity chasing you, actively trying to like hunt you down. And the fact that you can skip that entire chapter in that way is really crazy. So I'm just gonna go around right now. Like, I don't know if this is too late in the game, like we won't find anything, but we're not losing anything by doing this, so I might as well. And we're still talking about this game, so why not? Instead of just seeing a blank screen, we can just do this instead. Although the game does have in-game music right now, so I'm gonna do this and we can listen to the music of the game instead. Yeah, so that's why, I don't know, we can take that first message as to be a message about us instead of Ophelia. No, it has a very beautiful soundtrack. I agree with that. And if there are those of you in chat that are actively watching, you can keep an eye out for any mysterious things while I'm going around trying to look for this mysterious message that may or may not exist, because we don't know. Everyone in the discussion forums has basically found the ones that I've found. Nave, have you found a message that wasn't the one that I found? I do think we're like some kind of harbinger. Now, the question is the world of Ash like a reality? Or because it seems like we are traveling through dreams. Yeah, so the ones that you found are the ones that I've found. And you didn't really like lead me to find any of them. I found them all on my own, even the one in Ophelia's chapter, because we went into the kitchen and I found it in there. It was hard to miss. It's hard to miss the one in Ophelia's chapter. Now, my only concern is that if there was a message that appeared here at some point. Yeah. But I'm sure you've seen how much that helps me. Have you checked if like this hearth has anything behind it? That fireplace has a note? No. Wait. So there was a vanishing note here? Or are you talking about this one? Because I definitely didn't find this note initially. It is tempting to start a new game and just play this chapter. There is a note, like an actual note, behind here? So I missed a note, then. But it's not a vanishing note, which is so... I'm not, like, too... Aw, man. Now I kind of want to, like, just check the chapter out. In front of the fireplace? Oh, I think I saw that one. That one's kind of hard to miss if it's in front of the fireplace. Oh. You saw... So did I find it? Because I don't know. If I found the note that I missed, since I wouldn't know what it would be. But you saw the VOD. I think... Okay. Yeah, so... As far as vanishing messages go... The only way we'll know for sure is if we ask the creator, which I don't know if it's possible. The one where I missed one? That was so annoying. I was like, no! I'm missing one like, I'm missing the first postcard. But then you played it again and found it? Oh, wait! So you also don't know where the first postcard is? You have, like, you haven't found the first postcard either? This is a starting point. Oh! What if it doesn't exist? Oh my god. I feel like I need to email series creator and be like, excuse me, if I may ask questions. For CINERIS SOMNIA, how many vanishing notes are there? And is there a first postcard to the unknown soldier? I'll see if there's a way to message them. And I will actually try to email and ask a question. Yeah, we need to take the other fork. Like, I don't think I'll find anything new. Because I'm pretty sure I looked through this area. Like, this is the most thorough I've, like, looked through an area. Yeah, she won't talk to us. Because I know about the vanishing messages. I even thought that what if one of the vanishing messages is like on a note, like these guys on the floor? But I didn't notice any glowing notes. The messages follow a certain order of events? What do you mean by that? Like, it's also hard to, like... assume that without knowing a code. Like, without looking at the code, rather. I mean, that'd be cool. That is the path to... You know what would suck? Is if it's in the gate. Right, not gate. Yeah, so the bluebird, when you see it, is here. But it flies in that direction. So, it doesn't necessarily, like... hint you, because you can't follow it straight. So you have to go through the path. And then the first thing you'll encounter is the cage. Like, see how freaking bright this floor is? What if the message was here? But we just don't see it because it's a glowing note on a white floor. Because of the dates of the notes in that chapter? I mean, but it could just skip one, you know? If it doesn't exist, it doesn't exist. It doesn't necessarily mean that a certain date has to be there. The only reason I would think that there's a postcard 1 is it's like the only thing that's missing and it would make sense that it should be there, but that's not a guarantee in itself. Like, what if there was a note on this tree? Because that path doesn't necessarily need to exist. Because there is a path here that connects to the entry pathway to the birdcage. And then this leads to the water. Gotcha. Hold on. Let me see. Let me go to general discussions. Cards. Hmm. So this person missed postcards 1 and 2. Yeah, the only way to know for sure if it exists is if we look at the code and see postcard 1. So someone has a YouTube video. Oh, that's weird. It's age restricted? I guess it does talk about death. I can't look at this because I'm not signed into YouTube. Hmm. I might have to look at that walkthrough later. But yeah, even the walkthroughs here in whatchamacallit, in the guide section really doesn't talk about details like that. And the other guide is not in okay, nobody really is talking about like where um whatchamacallit, where each one is. I actually like played Charlotte's chapter first on accident because I didn't know how you were able to select chapters. Because like at the time, I didn't know that the shine wasn't just like an effect of the light in the game, but that was like where my cursor was. And eventually, like, I pressed the select key. So I played Charlotte's first. I would have loved that to be like the last one that I played, but I did play Ophelia's in the middle. Um, let's see. Let me go to Charlotte. Is there like, you have postcard? Oh, I can't do a control F. Postcard. It's only mentioning one. Yeah, this guide here is really more of like how to get to the ending rather than like this is where you'll find these items necessarily. Um that's so funny because this person, I'm reading this one. This one is also saying, warning, as soon as you go through the door, Ophelia will be there and she won't be happy to see you, and you can't hide in the pantry's closet. Remember that time where you were like, this is a guaranteed spawn, and then I like prepared myself, but then she didn't appear? This guide is also saying that. Like, this like, when you exit the door, Ophelia's gonna be there. She just didn't appear for mine. Thank God. I don't know what happened there, but I'm glad the game. Yeah, I'm glad the game was like here. That one point, and then the game was like, you know what? I was too nice to you that one time, so now I'm gonna make her spawn twice before the point that you're not like you'll be free of her forever. So I don't know. It evens out, I guess. That one was kind of like annoying because the only place to hide was quite far away the two times that she spawned. Oh wait, no. The one time was next to Madame's room, so that was close. But the other time I had to run all the way back to the pantry. That wasn't fun. Uh mm. Yeah, even here, like it doesn't talk about that note that I had to like redo Ophelia's ending section for. It was just like, yeah, go behind the confessional and check out the kitten, and then go to the booth and listen to Ophelia's like um so what like I do think I believe that we are some kind of like reaper person. It makes sense. Most of the people we've met have died. we always see them at point of death or at some point in their death. Sometimes we take them somewhere. Because, like, we saw the girl, too. She died, very clearly. And then we saw her again behind us. So, that does mean that she... Oh, we can still go back here! How curious. I thought that the game would have, like, stopped me. What if there was a note on this toy boat, like here in the back? Oh, that would have been sneaky. Okay, yeah, there isn't, like, very many places you can go to in the water. There's a very clear, like, distinction of where the invisible wall is. I'm walking at the edge of it right now. Huh. Oh, you can just, like, go into the water now. Unlike before. Like, what if the note was, like, behind this tree? Oh, that would be, like, so annoying. There'd be no way of knowing unless we just, like, emailed the developer. Like, how many vanishing notes are there? Oh, yeah? Do tell. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. When you play as the girl, the notes you read as the guy are there already. Oh. Makes sense. I mean, if we're dead, now that we know at what point in time she sees the black man. By the time when we did that first initial chapter, she was already dead. We had a ghost. And so I suppose in that way, like, those things are irrelevant to her. Like, we didn't even acknowledge that there's a key in the tub, right? It was just a fish. I thought of, like, maybe the letter would appear on this log, so I look at this log quite often, but it never did. So, and then at the very last, right, when we were in the room before we finally opened the door, we had a quote-unquote list of objectives. And that list was just names of people. I did look at behind that for that section and there was nothing there. It was just a list of names. I couldn't use that book either. Do you think... Hold on. Oh wait, this is the last... hold on. Actually. Let's load. We'll grab the last key. That's really unfortunate way to die too. We could also, like, we could be like a reaper, but in not like in the Grim Reaper sense, because we did have the story about the grandma saying she saw an angel and it was basically, um... Where'd, where'd the butterfly go? Oh, there. I mean, it makes sense. But it also doesn't make sense. Because all the notes we read so far were of the lighthouse keeper's wife, Charlotte. Incidentally, the same name as Charlotte from the hospital chapter. So one could say that maybe she didn't die and maybe she did actually live. And then got married and got children. Which is that girl, which unfortunately then passes. He falls. Like, they're all interconnected in some point. Like, I can see that. Like, especially like the blue butterfly and the black butterfly. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to have like a character that's continuously in all of them. Like, they could all be the same world. They're in different areas of the world after all. So, or they might be in the same country. Because we know that nobody survived the murder of Ophelia. The murder spree. I can't turn the TV. Like, my question is, like, now, the world outside, like the Ash world, what's the significance? Yeah. Oh! I just realized that the book we picked up is this book! It's our inventory! Because we couldn't open the inventory before. Ah, it didn't work. I thought that, like, because, you know, here, to use items, you have to do that. And I thought that maybe if we burned it, like, if I stood in front of the fireplace and used it, it might burn the book. Didn't. But it just dawned on me now that the book, the Ash List, is our inventory book. So this is, like, maybe the next dreams we're going to have are about these people. Because those are all new names. Names that, I mean, unless one of them is the nameless soldier. Wait. Oh, that was just a door. Where we were created to feel no sorrow or pain. And we weren't really able to explore the world outside of this door. Which is a little unfortunate. Like, that looked like an interesting world, and it seemed like, you know, that's where this character actually exists in. And if, like... Ah. Do you think that's like an allusion as well to some kind of afterlife type deal? Maybe we'll head to another door, see the items inside, dream, help the spirits move on. Because, I don't know, that's the closest thing I can come to who this person is as a character, is some kind of Grim Reaper, but not in the way that, like, most media depicts, like, Grim Reapers, you know, with Scythe and all that. And the way, like, usually it's kind of portrayed as like, oh yeah, he comes to a person, takes their soul, and leaves. But this is like a wholly different experience altogether, wherein we as the Reaper experience kind of the last moments. Hey Meep! How are you? We just finished CINERIS SOMNIA again. It's a very good game regardless of what the true story is. I mean, it's possible that it is purposefully left vague so that people can come to their own conclusions as well. I don't know if there's more than those in terms of, like, I mean, that'd be cool. I hope that there wouldn't be more stressful sequences, because that's literally the only part that I don't like about it. And most of it is because I can't stand it. And I'm a scaredy cat. Well, guess now we can actually do this. Hold on, I wanted to go to the start screen, because that is a pretty screen. Even though I'm gonna cover it up. What did CINERIS SOMNIA stand for again? Like Ash Dream? Dreams of Ashes? So, let's write a review. Absolutely. Wow, I cannot spell. Where the character was created via the girl's memories? Do you mean like that last one? Since we first dreamt of... rather, since we first meet that character after the first chapter, the one where we have no control in choosing, and it's that girl specifically. And playing one at really a walking sim with rich world discover. Except for one very old chapter. Know that the tags mark this as psychological horror, but it's not in the that that's how I see. Wait. Now I see it. There's one chapter that's very stressful. The rest is uh, of an more best. All of them? I don't know if I would deign to believe that, because there's nothing that would say that the character was created by the girl's memories. Like, this character is unrelated to any of them. So it wouldn't make sense that he's made through their memories. There is clearly an outside entity that may or may not be involved with us being in those girls' memories. But I don't know if I see those illusions myself, because yeah, I don't know how that, yeah, I don't know how I can see it that way personally. Like, I don't think that he's created by the girl's memories. Yes, but I think that's more of just like to point out that she doesn't know what a military uniform looks like. But your uniform is very like similar. I don't know if I would take that from that personally. I wouldn't say that because Charlotte mentions you wear clothing just like her father does, the that it is like made, that is how he was made. I don't know if I agree with that either. I don't think, I'm of the belief, and we can agree to disagree, that I don't think he's made via the girl's memories. I think we are an external entity made by someone else, and then we are experiencing the girl's memories, not in actuality. It's kind of a mix of reality and how the girls see the lens of their reality and of the actuality of the world. Like, I don't think Charlotte stayed in that sanatorium while it was degrading to that point. You know, I think that's just more of a how you see that the world is dying, and so is she. So it's not necessarily a one-to-one recreation of their memories. Yeah, but I do think we are an external entity separate from the girl's memories. We are there, and if I will stick to my belief that we are some kind of like Reaper Angel type entity, we are there to kind of lead those girls to peace in their deaths. Or even to just like listen to them, because you know how people say that, you know, sometimes all you need to do is to listen to someone. 1035 Dr. Pep. Hope it's delicious. I mean, I get it, and I can respect that you see it that way, but I definitely do not I do not think that I read anything in the girls' chapters that is related to the girls that made me see it that way. Like, I do not think that they created the character. I think we were created by someone else, because that someone else that spoke to us directly is very much an outside element of all of the stories. Like that those messages never talk about the girls. They always talk about the character, like the guy character, and how. Now you want Dr. Pep? I mean, you can have whatever our Dr. Pep, Meep. Don't let your dreams be memes. Observation and recorded. But keep your eyes please play and experience this. You already have an orange Fanta open? Oh, well, you know, you made that decision for yourself, Meep. So you can either put the orange Fanta away, like put a lid on it. I don't know if you have a can or not. If it's a can, put it in a container that you can close the lid. Then you can close the lid so that it doesn't lose its fizz, and then open a Dr. Pep. Or you just stick with your orange Fanta. Post. You know, hold on. Edit. You can even remove the tag. Edit review. You already had the... I mean, I'm sure you have, like, water bottles and stuff. Whether reusable or not. That's their dreams. Nightmare. All their fathers combined. I mean, there was a focus on fathers, wasn't there? I mean, the last chapter also did talk about the mom, like, Mari's mom, but she was quite minor in comparison to the dad. And we did have to make a bluebird. Although, I don't know if I agree with that either, that the character is like a manifestation of all of their fathers combined. Because that, to me, is still, is strange. Because wouldn't the people in those stories see us as the father character to some capacity then? Because we don't really know how those people see us in their, like, realms, right? Because obviously the realm changes. We see it one way. Yeah. I don't necessarily see it as that, but I kind of see where people come from to get to that thing. Yeah, I do think we're quite a separate entity. And we were plopped into these worlds, like dreams, memories, whatever you want to call it. I do agree with, like, you know, to set the souls free from the realm they're trapped in, so that could be a thing. They might be going in a loop. No, we were not seen as the father. We were not. Don't make that mistake. She does not address us as the father. She goes, Papa's over there. Like, in Japanese, she literally says, "Oh, it's Papa," which would not at all make sense if we were seen as the father, because she sees us way before that. Way before that. And the only time she does that is once we reach, like, the graves. Is when she goes, "Hey, it's Papa." So that doesn't make any sense at all to me. In terms of dialogue, when she says, "You, the main character, promised to see the rose garden," I don't know if that was to us necessarily, because we did see her before that point. Because in that case, you can even say that we're the nurse, because the nurse is the one that gives her that information about the rose garden, which is a lie. Yeah. I feel like that's a mismatch of information from what I've experienced personally. Um, yeah. I don't, because in that point where she's like, "You take me to the rose garden," um, that could be the nurse or the dad, because I don't even know if I'd consider it the dad, because I don't know if the dad would know about it, because we know that Charlotte's letters never made it to her father, because they were all in Lucy's desk. I don't know if any of them got sent whatsoever. When the war started, which is around the time where she was shown the garden. Yeah, it is like the different translations. But if I'm going through my thoughts about it, I definitely think that we are some kind of Reaper-like entity. But the way we set souls free slash to peace, at peace, is by going through their memories and just kind of, basically, we're listening to their stories to kind of lift that burden to them. Archie! You were playing Pikmin. How was Pikmin? I don't know. Are you on a break? Or are you still playing Pikmin? We're just like talking about this game, and it's like there's a lot to talk about, because I've filled almost an hour and a half of just like talking about it. Your stream ended. How was Pikmin? I was hoping that I could raid you, actually, because I love Pikmin. I watched Pikmin for the first time recently. Pikmin 3? No, wait, 4? Yeah, I watched Creamy, the hubby, play Pikmin 4 for the first time because he loves Pikmin. Um you're playing Pikmin 1, I imagine. I hope you had fun. We finished CINERIS SOMNIA today. I just left a review. Very good. Highly recommend. I think if you like a narrative adventure, there is no, in terms of like gameplay, there's more to do than, say, a visual novel, but it's really more of a walking sim. You collect this, you bring it somewhere, you find the thing, you go to the thing to open the thing, kind of deal. Which is absolutely fine. I think this game is wonderful. And for people who like narrative experiences like that, I would highly, highly, highly recommend CINERIS SOMNIA. It's quite good. But I hope you had fun with Pikmin. Friend got you into Pikmin and they're the co-host. Ah. Gotcha. I see. I hope you enjoyed Pikmin. Like, they're so cute. Okay. Have you had your first Pikmin death? And did you restart or did you let the Pikmin die? That's my question. I'm sure since you have a friend co-hosting that they might have convinced you to just let the Pikmin die, but um I don't know. It's why I can't play Pikmin myself because I would feel terrible letting a Pikmin die. Not playing. I should have put this music back on. Ugh. You restarted when you played? See, that's how I would feel. Oh my god! Did you kill that many Pikmin on your first playthrough, Archie? How could you? Even the hubby, when more than like 20 Pikmin die at a fight, like he just restarts. Cause that's a lot of Pikmin. That's a lot of Pikmin. Oh man, so Meep, would you say that your playthrough of Pikmin was like deathless? No Pikmin lost? Lemmings! I've never played Lemmings, I've only seen like things about it, but I don't think I can ever play Lemmings. I would be so stressed out. Because I would just like... I would need to keep track of so many things. It was until you got stressed and played something. Absolutely fair. See, this is why I just watched the hubby play it. Because I was like, there's no way I can play this. I just like them and their cute little noises. It was funny too, because during the time when he was in the middle of playing Pikmin, there was one time that I needed to take a nap. And I think he left that video on. Do you guys know about that video? 10 hours of Pikmin with random Pikmin noises in between. Yeah, 10 hours of silence, occasionally broken by the sound of Pikmin. I think this was the one. So it's just this, and it's just silence. And then it'll have like... Hold on, I'm just looking at the way the... Is there one here? And so, like... I remember waking up and hearing Pikmin and getting confused. I was like, what? Pikmin are so cute. Which is your favorite Pikmin, guys? For those of you who've played Pikmin, what is your favorite Pikmin among the Pikmin types? Yes, I was told that by the hubby. You have a time limit, and each day has like a short time limit, so you don't want to lose too much time over some things and like limited resources too. I could totally understand that. Blue Pikmin! Blue Pikmin are cool. Meep, what's your favorite Pikmin? The hubby's favorite Pikmin are the pink ones. Is it still the pink ones after the glow ones? Or has the list changed?
Yes, but it's close. And the pink are...
Pink is still ahead by like a smidge. What's your new Pikmin tier list? But your favorite is the pink one, followed by the glowy one.
Um,
Says that he can't make a tear. So in the first game, his favorite was the yellow ones. Because I don't know if you guys can hear him when he talks. He's quite far from the mic. But his favorite is the yellow ones. So his favorite is the pink one overall. But the yellow one is boosted because that was his favorite in the first game. Wow! You have 20 out of 30 parts in 12 days? Oh my gosh, you are way ahead of schedule. How the heck? Maybe that's how you lost so much Pikmin. Oh my gosh. But in the house, we have plushies of the pink Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin, and the purple Pikmin. So, we like Pikmin in this house. Chat told me there's oh, I see. Okay. You wanted to go for the secret bosses. Gotcha. In any case, today was a good stream. We finally finished CINERIS SOMNIA. What a beautiful game. I highly recommend it to anyone who is here in my chat. Check out CINERIS SOMNIA. I think it's a fantastic game. And I will miss playing it. It's a beautiful, lovely game. I love the graphical style. The only thing I don't like about it, as I said, is that the section of the black butterfly. If you could take out the chase sequence, I actually do think it would be better. I know why it's there, but I think that section could just do with the anxiety of the player and not necessarily a real anxiety, you know? So you just make the player think that there is something there that can get you, that there are murders happening around you, but you don't need to be an actual victim of it. Although, I will say that it does, like, the nightmare ending, that would be hard to get. But I think that maybe some sequences you can just die. I don't know. I don't know how you'd, like, repeat that. Outlast? It had a chance. It had a chance to be played when we did our roll. But, the next kind of spooky game I will play will be, what was that? Yuppie Psycho. This one. I know that this one is kind of a long game as well. So, I'm not gonna switch to playing this right away. We're gonna do something different. Oh, you know what we can do? While we're here. What am I looking for? Not this. I'm never backseating again with chases. I mean... Fair? Absolutely fair. Let's look at the trailer. Full disclosure, I've actually seen several playthroughs of this game at this point. So, I'm thinking if I want to play this with a guide, because this also has multiple endings. Because I already know the story of this game, I find it, like, I don't know if I want to undergo, like, the stress of playing through parts of this game. Like, just going off my memory, because I know some parts of it. So, like, I'm still debating. But I think I'm right now I'm leaning more towards following a guide because this is not a game that I would pick up and play myself, and this was properly redeemed by you guys in chat. So this will be the one time that I am forced to play this game. And I think I would be annoyed if I didn't get the true ending. So I might like play. Let's watch the trailer. Have a good one, Nave. There it is, Yuppie Psycho. Yeah, this is another long one, so I'm not gonna start this right away. Um, I will start this later, maybe next year actually, and play some other games for the meantime. Maybe finish our playthrough of Miles Edgeworth. That one is complete blind playthrough. But yeah, Yuppie Psycho, I've already seen the story and several playthroughs of this game. It is really cool. Like, I do like this game, and the story is interesting. That said, yeah, I think I might play with a guide. I might play with a guide. Full disclosure. Since I've already seen this game before. Um but yeah, that's it for today. Let's go find someone to raid, shall we? And stick around for the raid if you don't mind. Thank you! Thank you. Thank you for the GG. Making us wait for a whole year. Archie. You got a thunderstorm going? Alright. Take care, alternate. Stay safe. Let's see who's here. Would you guys prefer... You know what? Man, this is hard. Pokemon or Grim Fandango? Let me ask that. Pokemon or Grim Fandango? What would you guys like to see? Pokemon? Alright. No, thank you for coming. We will raid our friends Ultramelon. She is playing through Pokemon Radical Red. I don't know what difference that makes actually. Like, I don't know what makes Radical Red different from normal red. What do we do? What do we do for our raid message? Um, Coming from the world of ashes to your stream. Yeah, there you go. That'll be our raid message. Coming to the world of ashes to your stream tomorrow. I will have my usual art stream. It's not my usual art stream, but it is an art stream. It'll be nighttime, my time. So don't know who'll be there, but I hope you will be. And I don't know what we're doing. We're just chilling. I might make Bongo Cat. Not a Bongo Cat, but a Bongo creature. So there's that. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.